Sanchez. I'm going live right now in my private group as well as my Jennifer Sanchez page. So hopefully the link actually pops up. There you go. So I'm jumping on to quickly promote the boot camp that I'll be having. You might have seen the graphic, you might have not, but either way, let me share it here so that whoever's watching can see. We have a free 3 day Bust Fear in the Mouth boot camp, 3 days to fearless leaving, starting tomorrow to the 14th at 7:15 a.m. Yes, it is 7:15 a.m. in our private women's group. So I'm putting that information here. I wanted to jump on and quickly promote the boot camp that we're going to be having starting tomorrow morning. I'm super excited. So usually I do challenges, I have events, and you guys have seen it. This is a free one that I'm doing. And where this idea came about, for those that are watching, it really came about because there's a lot of people that I have worked with in the past that really don't take steps needed to get to the next level. They overthink things. They think, they find obstacles, right? They'll self sabotage, right? These are real common things when you're dealing with fear, and many times people don't even recognize that they're experiencing fear. But fear is a very common emotion that we have as humans, right? Because why do we experience fear? And for those that are watching, guys, can it's going to be a quick video, but we experience fear because it's how our body protects itself, right? From prehistoric times, our ancestors, right, this is how we stayed alive, and a dinosaur wouldn't eat us or whatever, something wouldn't happen to us. It was all about survival. So that's why we have fear in us, and we deal with fear, and fear is very common. And that's why we have to be able to identify. Sometimes our bodies doesn't know that we're actually dealing with fear, because we're gonna actually go kill a mammoth, or we're dealing with fear because we're trying to write a business plan, right? Or we're trying to launch a business, or we're trying to launch an LLC, or we're trying to pursue a goal, a dream. We're trying to go back to school, whatever it is. Our body cannot tell the difference between why are we experiencing fear. It's because we're dealing with something unknown in the moment. So I've worked with multiple women in the past when they're dealing with fear, and they're dealing with self-sabotage, and they're dealing with procrastination, and they're dealing with X, Y, and Z, and they really have no clue why they're experiencing all these symptoms. But the bottom line is, it's because you're experiencing fear and you really don't know how to break through from that. So for the next 3 days in my private Facebook group, which you could see in the comment section, I put there, I'm inviting women to jump on and join me at 7:15 in the morning. Yes, 7:15 in the morning. It's early in the morning, but it's strategic. It's the beginning of the day. You get to work. It's going to be till 8 a.m. So from 7:15 to 8 a.m., we're going to work. So I'm challenging women to take this boot camp. Tomorrow morning is the first day, and we're going to go. Why have you not done the thing that you've been wanting to do? And right, again, there's so many different reasons. Bottom line is, and the way it came about, fear, right? Have you ever met someone, and might sound funny to some people, and it might not sound funny to some people, but it's okay. Have you ever met someone and you just feel like, let me bust them in their mouth, right? Let me just, like, there's sometimes that you meet someone and you're like, man, I really can't stand you. If I wasn't a professional, I would literally like just pop you in the face real quick, right? But obviously we can't do things like that, because that's not professional and that's not, right, ethical. You can't be walking around and busting people in the face, right? But that's why the topic or the title came for this particular boot camp, because I thought to myself, when you hear that voice, that internal dialogue, right, you want to just throat chop them. I see Sonia. I'm just going to share this comment because I thought it was real funny. She punched them in the throat, right? So, right, sometimes you meet someone and you just really want to pop them in the face or give them a good one. You're like, man, you're disrespectful. But at the end of the day, that's not the way that we carry ourselves. So when I thought of the title, I thought about, that's how fear is. It's that internal dialogue that just doesn't know when to shut up, and you're kind of dealing with this internal dialogue, and you're just like, you know what, it would be great if I could just pop this one in the face for one. So I'm taking that logic or that thought process or that way of envisioning, right, how to deal with someone that you don't like, and putting it as a character, which is AKA fear. So we're actually kind of visualize fear as an individual, because essentially that is what's the internal dialogue that's happening inside of you when someone's struggling to achieve a certain goal or pursue a certain dream or follow a certain path or just do some sort of activity, right? People struggle with that. They start having this internal dialogue with themselves. And how do you combat that? So I'm excited because that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Essentially, or figuratively, we're going to be busting fear in the mouth and just make it shut up real quick so that you can pursue whatever you need to pursue or whatever you need to, conquest or beat or I can't even think of the words right now because I'm just still laughing at the way that it came about. But it was just a point in time where it was like, hey, we need to deal with this. One of the biggest things is fear limits us. And for those that are watching, maybe you agree or disagree, or you're watching the replay, but many times the reason you haven't done what you said you want to do, or the reason why you are not at the level that you say you want to be at, is because you like to play tango with fear. You like to dance with it. You like to entertain it. You like to hang around it. It's comfortable. You've been friends with fear for so long. Why would I pursue anything else? Why would I even bother launching this? Why would I bother putting myself out there like this? Why would I bother saying I'm X, Y, and Z, right? So many people struggle with fear. Yeah, absolutely. The fear evidence, false evidence appearing real, right? So how do you combat that? Will you repost link in the morning? Also, I'm trying to copy and it won't let me copy it, so I have it for the morning. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you just sign into my private Facebook group. If you're, I'm assuming you're already in the private Facebook group, because it says Facebook user and it's going to be live streamed in that private Facebook group. Now, if you are a member of my community, a paid member, and you are in that Wise membership group, you have access to jump on the Zoom with me and chat with me and answer live with me. So you will actually get to engage with me live in the morning, starting tomorrow morning at 7:15. But for everyone else, it will be a Facebook Live in the group. And I'm pretty excited about this. So make sure you guys get your notifications, set your alarms, go into the group. But we will be definitely dealing with fear starting tomorrow morning. And a lot of you guys experience it, and you'd be surprised how it actually appears. It might be appearing in ways that you didn't think that that's what fear really looks like. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I wanted to jump on before the end of the night so that people are remember, hey, tomorrow we start the Bust Fear in the Mouth boot camp. Make sure to sign up. If you have any questions, reach out to me. And that's all, guys. So talk to you guys soon.